So our first breakfast is going to be a roasted sweet potato. Okay, here it is. I'm going to roast this sweet potato and I'm going to top it with some coconut oil and a mixed seed cereal that includes also some coconut flakes and some spices. So the way that I begin this breakfast is I take the sweet potato, which I have washed and scrubbed, and guess what I do? I throw it into my toaster oven like that, and then I go take a shower and I do my morning meditation, or I do whatever else I need to do in the morning, getting dressed. And by the time I'm done that, about 30 to 45 minutes, the sweet potato is ready to eat. How simple is that? Well, it looks like the sweet potato is done. And so I'm just going to take it out of the oven here. And it's a hot, hot potato. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my knife and cut it open, and you're going to see a treasure of color in here. Look at that. Ooh la 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 la. So this is really pretty hot. I'm going to let this cool for now. And I am going to make a seed cereal to go with this. So I'm going to use my trusty Cuisinart over here. This is an alternative if you struggle with grains and you don't want to have a lot of grains in your diet. This is a great way to get fiber and protein without having to resort to grains. So what I'm putting in here right now is some toasted almonds, which are really yummy. And then I'm also going to put in some sesame seeds. I'm just going to throw all these guys in the Cuisinart together. Sunflower seeds, which also have been lightly toasted. Now you could not toast them and just simply soak them in. You could even sprout the almonds if you wanted to do that. I'm also going to put in some flax seeds, just a couple of tablespoons of each of these. A few chia seeds, and these are white chia seeds. I think I'm not going to put in a huge amount of these, just maybe a little bit like that. And then some thick coconut flakes. Let's put about that much in. And then the last thing I'm going to put in is a touch of cinnamon and a little bit of cardamom. And cardamom is like one of my favorite spices. You know, adding spices in general to your breakfast is a really great thing to do. Oh, look at that. Oh, shoot. Okay, just fix that up. Adding spices to your breakfast is a great thing to do to stimulate your metabolism. So again, if you're someone who struggles with body weight, spices are your friend, and they're also just yummy and delicious. So I'm going to just pulse this a couple of times, and let's see how it goes. Okay, oh, that looks so good. So there's our cereal. And I want to just give it a little, I'm going to smell it and just see how it is. Ooh la la, that is so yummy. All right. Now, I've made much more than I'm going to use on the sweet potato. So if you're pressed for time for breakfast, you can make something like this in 5 minutes at the beginning of your week, and then just, you know, parse it out throughout the week. It's no problem. And of course, you don't have to just put this on a sweet potato. You could put this on yogurt. You could put this, you know, with, I don't know, gosh, mix it with butter, put it on toast. You know, why don't you try some different ideas and let me know what you come up with. I'm going to put some coconut oil on it. Love coconut oil. How many of you love coconut oil as much as I do? I don't know. It is so yummy. And coconut oil, again, is one of those amazing nutrient-dense foods. It's antimicrobial, antibiotic, it's antifungal. It's just so great. We love coconut oil. All right, and then I'm going to just, you know what? I'm just going to take the bowl of the food processor. I'm just going to help this out a little bit and put that on just like so. We're just going to garnish it with some nuts and seeds, and of course, you know, the nuts and seeds are giving it a real protein boost. And just like I said before, this would not be a Chef Marcella breakfast if it didn't have some fermented foods with it. So I'm going to pair this sweet potato with a little dollop of some sauerkraut. And I really love to make my own fermented foods, but if that's not your gig, fortunately there's a lot of really wonderful packaged fermented foods on the market these days. So this is Farmhouse Culture fresh kraut with horseradish and leeks. And I paired these because the sweet of the sweet potato is a really nice contrast with the spicy and kind of, I guess you would say piquant, is that a good gustatory word, of the sauerkraut. So here is another simple, elegant breakfast for you. The next dish I'm going to make is going to be a smoothie, but it is going to be a very different smoothie than what you're used to. It's a warm and savory and fermented smoothie.